Hi, Cubbies. This is Miss Karen here to sing with you. Will you sing with me? Let's sing the Doot Doot song. Here we go. Doot 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 doot. A is for all have sinned. Romans 3:23. C is for while we were sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. Christ died for our sins. Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures. 1 Corinthians 15:3. 1 Corinthians 15:3. Do 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 do. A is for all have sinned. Romans 3:23. C is for while we were sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures. 1 Corinthians 15:3. 1 Corinthians 15:3. Let's end it. Thank you for singing with me. You did a great job. The new verse for this week is Mark 1:17. I'm going to sing it for you now. Mark 1:17. Mark 1:17. Come follow me. Come follow me, Jesus said, and I will make you fishers of men. Mark 1:17. Mark 1:17. Come follow me. Come follow me, Jesus said, and I will make you fishers of men. Mark 1:17. Mark 1:17.
Hi, Cubbies. Oh, I'm so excited to see you. Do you know what time it is? You're right. It's time to call Cubby Bear. I need your help, though. I need you to call his name loud and clear. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Cubby.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Cubby. It's great to see you, but it looks like you're trying to dry off. How did you get so wet, Cubby?
The water splashed on me when Timothy and I were in the boat.
In the boat? I thought you said Timothy's boat was too small to get in.
It is. We were in a real boat.
A real boat. Oh, did Timothy's dad take you out in his fishing boat?
Not exactly. We were playing with Timothy's little toy boat by the creek when I saw Dad's fishing boat lying on the shore. I went over to sit in it. I just wanted to see what it felt like to sit in a real boat.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good.
Timothy came over and we started playing a game in the boat. I guess we were moving around too much because soon the boat slid into the water with Timothy and me in it.
Oh, I was afraid that would happen. What did you do? Were you scared, Cubby?
At first I was a little scared, but then I saw the fish swimming close to the boat. I like fish.
Fish are fun to watch. How many fish did you see?
Let's see. We saw 1, 2, 3, Boys and girls, will you help me count?
Oh, I think I see your fishing bucket over here, Cubby. We could count. Let's see how many fish you caught. Ready?
1 fish. 2 fish. 3 fish. 4 fish. 5 fish. 6 fish. 7 fish. 8 fish. 8 fish. 9 fish. 10 fish. 11 fish. 12 fish. We counted 12 fish in all. We could have counted more. Sometimes I like to catch fish between my paws like other bears do. But now I'm learning how to use a fishing pole.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're becoming a better fisherman, Cubby, but I want to know how you and Timothy got off that boat. You shouldn't have gone to the creek by yourselves. It can be a dangerous place.
I know. We got into big trouble. I'll tell you what happened next time. I need to share my towel with Timothy because he's wet too. See you next time, Cubbies.
All right, bye, Cubby. Be safe. Oh, you guys. I was afraid Cubby would get himself into trouble. We'll have to watch in another couple weeks to see what happened. See you later. Hey, Cubbies! I am so happy that you are here. I'm recording this on Wednesday. So for me, it is Awana Day, but you might be watching it a different day, and that is great. Any day that you watch it, I am just thrilled that you are here. All right, you got to hear some music from Miss Karen. Wasn't that awesome that she sent that? Everybody say, yay, thank you, Miss Karen. All right, and you got to see what happened with Cubby Bear. He was kind of getting himself into some trouble. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but I want to do my favorite part right now. I want to talk about our verse from the Bible. You know that is my favorite book. Let me grab my Bible. Here we go. And our verse today is in Mark chapter 1, verse 17. And Mark is in the New Testament because remember the 4 Gospels are at the beginning of the New Testament: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So this week it would be in Mark chapter 1, verse 17, and it says, "Come, follow me," Jesus said, "and I will make you fishers of men." That's such a fun one. Here we go. Are you ready? Here's what we're going to do. I need everybody to say Mark 1:17. Try that again. Mark 1:17. And we're going to say, "Come, follow me." And I don't know if you can see my feet very well, but we're going to kind of run, high knees. Okay, ready? So everybody say, "Come, follow me." And then we all know what we do for Jesus, right? We touch each of our hands. So Jesus said, "And I will make you," and then we have to pretend we're reeling our fishing pole. Okay? So fishers of men. And when he says men, he's talking about all the people. All the people. And we'll talk more about what our verse means in our lesson. But let's practice that a little bit more. Ready? Everybody say Mark 1:17. One more time. Mark 1:17. "Come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to do it one last time, and then we'll get to our lesson, but I hope that you will practice it more than one more time. And you know what? Usually we run around our circle in between. So what you could do is you could hit pause and ask your parents if you can go run around the outside of your house and then come back and try it again. Wouldn't that be super fun? Yeah. All right. So here we go. Ready? Mark 1:17. Sorry. Hold on. Come, follow me, Jesus said, and I will make you fishers of men. Whew. It sounds like Miss Krishna needs to practice it again, so we better do it one more time. Oh, my mind went blank. Here we go. Mark 1:17. Come, follow me, Jesus said, and I will make you fishers of men. Awesome, awesome. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're going to learn our lesson now. I better bring this with me. Okay. We'll need our Bible again. All right, you guys. So let's remember what happened with Cubby and Timothy. Do you remember all those fish? Yeah, they did. They saw a lot of fish, but then they got into a little bit of trouble. So make sure you keep watching each week, because in a couple weeks, we'll tell you more about what happened to them on the boat. But for now, we're going to talk about some real fishermen, real ones that Jesus tells us about in the Bible. Okay? And they were used to seeing all kinds of fish also, but one day they weren't finding any fish at all. And then they met Jesus, and then something really big happened. I'm excited to see what. I have to open my Bible to Luke chapter 5. So wait, we talked about the Gospels, and it was Matthew and then Mark, and Mark is where our verse was, and then it's Luke, and that's where our story is. So we're getting to learn from two different Gospels today. How fun. All right, so here we go. Luke 5, verses 1 through 11. And the Bible tells us that Jesus was standing by a lake, and he was teaching God's words to a crowd of people. But those people, they were really excited, and they just kept coming closer and closer and closer, and the crowds got bigger and bigger and bigger, and they got so close to him that I bet Jesus kind of felt like he might get pushed right into the water. So what he did, he got into a boat and had them row him out a little bit so that he had some space between him and all those people. And then that gave more room for the people to stand too. All right, so he went out onto the lake to teach them from the boat. Now that boat belonged to a fisherman named Peter. Here's Peter. Now you've heard about Peter. See Peter? You've heard about Peter in our Sunday lesson. We talked about Peter in kid lesson. All right. Peter's boat was there and ready, and he had fishermen friends, and they'd been fishing all night already on the lake. Can you imagine staying up all night to go fishing? Wow, that's a really long time. I would get so sleepy. But the friends, even though they fished all night, they didn't catch any fish. Can you believe that? Not even one. They had not caught any fish at all. Whoa, that would be kind of stinky. Well, when daytime came, they pulled their two boats, because remember, it was Peter and his friends, so they had two different boats out there, and they pulled them up to the shore, and then they washed their nets. See, I have my net back here to put it away. My net is all clean, but theirs was kind of icky from being in the lake. All right, well, Jesus finished teaching, and he called to Peter, and he said, hey, you know what? Take your boat out into deep water and let down the nets for a catch. Now, wait a minute. What? Do you remember what I said? They've been out fishing all night long. And how many fish did they catch while they were out? 0. They caught 0 fish, not even one single fish. And so they probably didn't think this was such a great idea, right? In fact, Peter said, "Master, we fished all night and didn't catch a thing. But I will obey what you say." Even though Peter thought he knew better, he still obeyed Jesus. That is so important that we remember that sometimes we think we have a better idea, but the real deal is that Jesus always knows best. Well, Peter and his friends, they climbed into the boat and they rowed out to deep water. Help me row. Row, 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 row. And they got out to deep water and they dropped the nets into the sea. See the net? And then they felt a huge tug. Huge tug. They heard a loud rip. Oh my goodness, the nets were so full of fish that they were starting to break apart. They shouted to their other friends that were in the other boat, "Come and help. We need help." And so I don't have that one. So James and John rowed over to help, and all the fishermen worked together, and they were bringing the fish from the nets, and they were bringing them into the boat. And oh my goodness, it was hard work. Can you pull? Pull. Pretend you're pulling your net. Pull, pull, pull. You have to use your muscles because this is hard work. Oh man, they were so full of fish they almost sank. That's a lot of fish, isn't it? So who did know better? Did the fishermen know better who thought, "Why would we go fishing? There aren't any fish." Or did Jesus know better? Of course Jesus knew better. Well, the fishermen were so amazed at all these fish. They had been fishing for hours and hours in that same lake. And remember, how many did they catch? 0. And now their boats were completely full of fish. Wow. Wait a minute. But then Peter knew Jesus was special because he had helped him catch so many fish. So Peter was so excited and he fell down before Jesus. He said, "I'm a sinner." And Peter was a sinner, but Jesus was the Savior, the Son of God. And Jesus said to Peter, "Don't be afraid. Now you will catch people instead of fish." What? Catch people? How do you catch people? Do you use a fishing pole to catch people? I don't think so. Oh, I know. Do you use a net like they did to catch people like this? Do you think that's how you catch people? I don't think so either. Do you have to run really super fast to catch people? Stand up and pretend you're running super fast. Nope, probably not. Do you know what Jesus meant? He meant that Peter would tell other people, about Jesus and that he was the Savior. That he would share the good news with all the people, because it's very important that we make sure everyone knows what this picture says. It says God sent the Savior. And who is the Savior? Jesus. Yes, Jesus is our Savior, isn't he? That is so exciting. He is the one who can save us from our sin, and he's the one who can save all the people who choose him from their sin. Wow. Well, Jesus asked Peter and his brother Andrew to help him tell all the people. He said, "Come, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Right? You've heard those words because that's our verse. Yeah. So Jesus asked the other fishermen, James and John, to help him tell the people too. And Peter, Andrew, James, and John, they left their fishing boats, they left their nets, they left everything to follow Jesus. Wow. Then, after Peter, Andrew, James, and John, Jesus asked more people. He asked Matthew, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, James, Simon, Thaddeus, and Judas Iscariot, all to help him tell the people. These 12 men are called disciples or apostles, and they traveled everywhere with Jesus. Jesus asked many more men and women to help him too. Those men and women told people that he was the Savior, and those people told other people. And now there are lots of followers of Jesus all over the world telling other people about Jesus and how he came to the earth to save us and them from their sins. We can follow Jesus. We should be fishers of men, right? Or people or other kids. Anyone who doesn't already know about Jesus, we want to tell them. That is the job that Jesus gave to us as his followers. So I'm excited to do that this week because you know what? Even when you're at home, you can still do that. You could write notes to people, have your parents help you write notes or draw pictures. You can call people. You could go on a video call with someone and you can tell people what you learned today and that you want them to know too that Jesus wants to be their Savior. That would be great. You guys have a great week doing exactly that. We'll see you next time. Bye, Cubbies.